Okay, please go back and watch the video that this comment comes from. This the comment right here. I had to stop what I was doing to come and make a video for this comment right here. My great-grandmother told me slavery never ended for Black women. We just changed masters. No statement is any truer than this one right here. If y'all go back to that video and y'all read the comments of experiences of women, they were not happy. They were abused. They were beat down. They worked from sun up to sundown, just like my grandma. What the image that these men are pushing, that our grandmas and great grandmas love their life, they are liars. Okay? And if they knew their history, they would know that this is a lie. Y'all young ladies, women, y'all need to tell them the truth. We are not the silent era. I'm definitely not silent. My grandma and my great grandma told me, do not ever depend on a man. Go to school. Get your education. Have your own money. Because anytime he start acting up or whatever the case may be, you can pack up and leave. Those men abused those women. Those men raped those women. They making them have baby after baby is terrible on the body. My grandma, I remember at the end of her life, her hands were gnarled, like they were like this. And I would rub them, and the arthritis had to set in so bad because of her years and years of hard labor. On top of having 20 children. It has always been hard for Black women. Always. I'm going to read y'all a passage from, this is from Economic Policy Institute. Okay. Discriminatory public policies have reinforced the view of Black women as workers rather than as mothers and contributed to Black women precarity. This has been most evident with protective welfare policies. These policies were first implemented at the state level and then at national level. The Social Security Act of 1935 up until the 1960s. Caseworkers excluded most poor Black women from receiving cash assistance because they expected Black women to be employed moms and not stay home like white women. Up until the 1960s, those women had to take care of their own home, had multiple children, and still had to go and work. It was against the law for them not to have a job, not for them to go to work. I live in the South. It's very prevalent. I remember my grandma and them talking about those times. A man cannot tell me that my grandma and my great grandma were happy because I heard it from their own lips that they were not. My mother, we were talking about it the other day, and she is the baby of 8. Okay. And she talks about how her dad would abuse her mom, and she finally left him and moved up to the city. We lived in, our family is from a smaller town, and they moved to the city to get away from the abuse. Y'all, young ladies, we must fight. These men, these videos really irritate me so much because I know the abuse and the harm that those men caused. And, you know, they would have a baby on Monday, had to be back to work on Tuesday. When did those women have their soft girl era? When were they cared for? When did somebody look out for their well-being? Never. And we're not going back to that. I refuse. I love my freedoms and I will fight for them. I love my freedom and I will fight for my daughter's freedom. But to just be a baby making machine and a slave to a man, no, that is not the life we are going to live.